I thought this video could be helpful, but well, where do I start? Not everyone can be a great idol, but a great idol can come from anywhere, and that's from Ratatouille. And when you watch a shuffler, you're generally looking at their feet, right? And for whacking and tutting, you're generally looking at their hands and arms. I made a short video a little while ago on this topic on how idol dance is, in a weird way, a type of dance style where people focus mostly on your face. I say weird because dance is typically like a showcase of your body. In today's video tutorial, I wanted to, well actually, I recorded 2 takes to like a song, and I wanted to know like from viewers which one was the more fun dance to watch. Editor, do you mind guess you could just roll the clip right here? Have you heard of like mukbang before? So mukbang is you're watching someone online like eating like a large amounts of food. I know some people think it's weird, but the general idea is that when you're watching someone genuinely enjoying their food, well, doesn't it make you hungry too? Or I know it's a thing to like eat while watching other people eat and it makes your food taste better or something. I guess what I'm trying to say though is that if you can make viewers feel like you're having a good time dancing or having fun performing, then they get a lot more enjoyment as the viewer as well. In my 2 takes that I showed you, did my second take feel a lot more fun to watch? Well, let's go into the logic behind it all. If you liked the first take better, then if you could tell me where you were focusing, it could be that I did the dance better, and because I've been retired for like 20 years, like consistency has definitely degraded. I've had dance teachers in the past who told me not to lip sync because it like distracts away from the dancing. But in Idol where the crowd is mostly looking at your face, it really does add to your performance. Think of it like you're directing the words of the song to the viewers coming from you, as opposed to it being this like background noise that you're dancing to. It takes a lot of practice to make it look like you're making eye contact with many people, but you're not actually making like individual eye contact with everyone in the crowd. I swear there's a word for this technique and I can't remember it. You also don't want to overdo it or else you look like you're lost or looking for someone. The goal of eye contact is similar to lip syncing. The idea is to try and make your performance feel more personalized, even though there's more than one person watching. Though it does depend on what you're going for, but some of the best performances, in my opinion, are the ones that can make you feel special in a big group of viewers. It really is my opinion though, because I know some people like to go to these performances and feel like they're all part of one bigger thing. I think voice and body motions can convey a lot of expression, but even the 2 put together can't produce the same kind of expression or emotions that your face or eyes can. If you have big ears like me, you can also use them too because ears are also very expressive, though I guess most people don't have big ears. Short story, but in one of my experiences as a background dancer, we were told to like have our mouths closed or have a very faint smile. They were also very clear they only wanted us to look straight ahead. Well, except certain parts of the choreo. Occasionally you'll run into producers who care a lot and they typically know that giving background dancers access to their eyes and mouth, well, it can take away from who the crowd should be focused on. In hindsight, my dance teachers prepared me for the future. Anyway, I always recommend people to choreograph expressions when starting out. Like when to look sad or when to look happy or when to look like angry or questioning. The goal is to eventually reach a point where you don't have to think so hard to use your expressions in your dance. It takes a lot of practice, and even some of the best dancers and singers don't really use expressions in their performances outside of like a smile. But that's because it's like a different set of skill. Before we move on to crowd work, let's do a quick review. Make eye contact with the audience in the crowd and try to use your range of facial expressions because as an idol, not a shuffler or a tut dancer or tutter. Like, wait, is tutter a thing? People aren't going to be looking at your hands and feet. Well, mostly, but your face mostly. As an idol, you're going to be doing a lot of choreography and spending an unhealthy amount of time learning them. But what if I told you that some of the most fun parts aren't the choreographed bits? Crowd work is like audience interaction, and you use it to get them excited for your performance, or you can use it to change the flow or to catch a break for yourself. Take for example, let's say you're driving and you're going like really fast. At first you're really excited about the speed, but as you keep driving, that speed, it feels like normal. Am I making any sense? One of the goals of proper crowd work that I want to highlight is that you can use it to change the speed and dynamic of your performance. Even if your audience isn't filled with professional dancers, they can tell when you go from rehearsed choreography to something more in the moment. I recorded an example of one of my crowd work that I do. Editor limits towards the end of the recording, but you could play it here. I think crowd work, well, at least to me, it's some of the most fun I have in my performances. Mostly because choreography reaches a point of muscle memory and there's always that pressure of messing up. And on that note, I've actually used crowd work a couple times in the past to cover up mistakes. And my style of crowd work really focuses on using the lyrics and staying on the beat of the song. I try to blend my crowd work and choreography more than typically, which kind of goes against the things I said earlier, but that's my style. My performances were never too long, so I never felt the need to shake up the mood too drastically. But I hope that by sharing this, I can help you see that crowd work can be very different per idol, and you don't have to copy me, and hopefully you could find your own style. No need to copy me. At the end of the day though, it really does depend on the song that you're singing or dancing to. When it comes to crowd work, making direct eye contact, waving, and pointing intentionally at people, it's a great way to build excitement. What it can do is that it can get a person really excited, and that excitement is contagious to others around them. Sort of like that mukbang analogy I made earlier. I know a lot of idols already know a lot of the info here, but I want to share this with everyday people too. I think when people understand things, they tend to get more appreciation for it. Please support your local idol. I know that they put a lot of work into the performances that they do. Anyway, Yeotori입니다. Bye bye.